So the 2021 World Junior Championships have came to an end. The gold medal game literally just ended at the time I'm recording this video, and as I'm sure most of you know, I am Canadian, so to all my American viewers, feel free to get down there in the comment sections and brag. You guys definitely deserve it, but we'll get to that later on in the video. This video isn't just going to be a review of the gold medal game, but like I said, we will get to that. I also want to go over some of the biggest storylines that came from the tournament, some players that really impressed me. Overall, despite the fact that there were no fans in attendance, I really enjoyed the tournament. The World Juniors is always some of the best hockey of the year, extremely exciting to watch, and this year was no different. Before we begin, as always, be sure to go check out my social medias like Instagram and Twitter. Links to those will be down below in the description. And most importantly, if this is your first time on the channel and you want more NHL content, or I guess in this case hockey content since we're talking about the World Juniors, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and now let's begin. So I want to start off by talking about something that took place early on in the tournament, and that is Canada defeating Germany 16-2, I think it was. Now, there were a lot of people extremely unhappy with how Canada sort of ran up the score against a really depleted Germany team, and to me personally, I didn't really enjoy watching that game a whole lot. I turned it off after Canada scored their 9th goal. I genuinely felt bad for Team Germany, but this is just my opinion. I kind of feel like it would have been more embarrassing for Germany and disrespectful of Canada if they let up and kind of, stopped trying to score goals. So I don't necessarily think it was disrespectful of Canada to score 16 goals, and I believe if you were to ask a player on Germany, say you asked Tim Stützle if he wished Canada, kind of stopped trying after they scored their 9th and 10th goals, I believe Tim Stützle's answer would be no. I don't think he would have wanted that. He's a competitor, and everybody knew and knows that that game wasn't an accurate representation of the type of hockey program that Germany has. They were missing like half of their roster. That game was a back-to-back. They had just played a very hard-fought game against Finland the night before. Aside from that game against Team Canada, Germany actually had a very good tournament. They pushed the Russians to the limit in the quarterfinal. Tim Stützle, JJ Peterka, and Elias, I believe, was the other player on that line with those guys. They were unbelievable, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Tim Stützle was named forward of the tournament. I turned off the gold medal game before the ceremony so I could hop on and start recording, but I think I heard Gord Miller say that. Stützle is an absolute monster, 10 points in 5 games. Ottawa fans have to be extremely excited about him after watching this tournament. So those are my thoughts on the whole running up the score debacle and on Germany's tournament in general. Now, the next thing I want to quickly touch on, I'm sorry guys, I have to. I won't spend too much time on this. Elmer Soderblom, who played for Sweden in the tournament. He was a 6th round pick, 159th overall by the Detroit Red Wings in the 2019 draft. He's 6'6", on skates he's like 6'7", 6'8". The dude is a monster, and he scored not 1, but 2 through the legs goals in this tournament, one coming in the semifinal game against the Finns. And with me being a Red Wings fan heading into this tournament, I was really looking forward to watching Team Sweden play because they had so many Red Wings prospects, but mostly I was looking forward to watching Lucas Raymond, Detroit's 4th overall pick from the 2020 draft, and he definitely had himself a very good tournament, but that was to be expected. Soderblom, on the other hand, really surprised me. I did not expect him to have such a big role in their semifinal game against Finland. I think he played like over 21 minutes. He really is a fascinating prospect, his size and the set of hands that he has. There's a lot of potential there. Now, I'm not going to overreact and say he's going to be an NHL superstar just because he scored a couple of through the legs goals in a World Junior tournament, but again, he really surprised me, and I'm excited that he's a Red Wings prospect. The next thing I want to touch on, Yaroslav Askarov, goaltender for the Russians, a 1st round pick by Nashville in this most recent NHL draft. He is like the most hyped goaltending prospect since Carey Price, and he had himself a weird tournament. Now, don't get me wrong, he definitely looked really good at times, but what was going on in the semifinal game against Team Canada? Yaroslav Askarov literally could not hold on to his stick. I don't know how many times throughout the game he lost it. It had to be more than 5. On the broadcast, like the 3rd or 4th time Askarov lost his stick, Ray Ferraro was just dumbfounded. I found it absolutely hilarious. Now, I haven't really watched Askarov play over in the KHL, so I don't know if that's something he struggles with, holding onto his stick, but in the semifinals against Canada, it was ridiculous. Another thing I noticed while watching Askarov throughout the tournament, his glove hand is pretty weak, so that's definitely something that he's going to have to work on. Now, like I said, he definitely did look good at times in this tournament. I thought he played well in the bronze medal game against Finland, despite Russia losing that game. Anyways, overall, like I said, just a really weird tournament for Askarov. I'm not going to overreact or anything and, call him a bust. He was drafted as high as he was for a reason, but I just had to talk about him. I guess now let's just get into talking about the gold medal game. I'm sure that's what most of you are here for. The United States defeat Team Canada 2-0 to capture gold, and they deserved it. They definitely outplayed Canada in the first two periods of this game. Canada did pour it on in the third. They made their push, but Spencer Knight shut the door. By the way, what a tournament for Spencer Knight, especially in this gold medal game. He was incredible, made some huge saves. Spencer Knight definitely looks like the real deal. And speaking of the real deal, Trevor Zegras, what an unbelievable tournament for him. He had a goal and an assist in this game, 16 points in 10 games in this tournament for the United States. He won MVP, rightfully so. As somebody watching this game who was cheering for Team Canada, every time Trevor Zegras was on the ice, whenever he had the puck on his stick, all I could do was hold my breath. He has a fantastic shot. He's pretty much a threat to score anywhere in the offensive zone. Earlier in the tournament, he scored like a one-timer goal from the corner. And to think that Trevor Zegras was a 9th overall pick in the 2019 draft by the Ducks, Anaheim has a gem in Zegras. Ducks fans watching this tournament have to be extremely excited. Zegras is going to bring a lot to that team. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Mo Seider, and I think he's going to be a beast, but looking at Detroit's center depth, man, does it ever sting that they could have had Trevor Zegras. All in all, the United States played a perfect game against Team Canada, and if you were somebody who, like me, was cheering for Canada, all you can really do is tip your cap. The United States came in with a game plan, and they executed that game plan to perfection. And the United States are now 4-0 in their last 4 gold medal games against Team Canada, so there's that too. Although only coming up with silver, I still do want to, show some love to the Canadians. Devin Levi, goaltender who played every game in this tournament, was a monster. A 7th round pick by the Florida Panthers. Florida's goaltending pipeline is looking pretty good with Levi and Spencer Knight. Dylan Cousins was a beast in this tournament as well for Team Canada, finishing second in scoring behind Trevor Zegras. Sabres fans have to be extremely excited after watching the tournament that Cousins had. He's going to be a welcome addition to that team. Some other Canadians that really impressed me, Alex Newhook and Bowen Byram. Kind of hilarious that they're both Avalanche prospects. That team is already loaded and they're built for the future as well. I mean, up until the gold medal game, this Canada team looked unbeatable. They handled Finland pretty easy in the round robin. They absolutely dominated Russia in the semifinals. Also, up until the gold medal game against the States, they were not scored on in regulation. They had not trailed in a game at all. Again, they looked unbeatable, and that makes it all that much more impressive that the United States were able to not only beat Canada, but shut them out and shut down that offense. So that is going to do it for my review of the 2021 World Junior Hockey Championships. Like I said at the start of the video, I really enjoyed the tournament. Again, big congratulations to the United States for bringing home gold, and also congratulations to Canada for silver, and also Finland for winning bronze. If you're somebody who really followed the tournament closely this year, be sure to get down in the comments and let me know some players that really surprised you, and maybe also some players that disappointed. If you did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave it a like. That is the best way to show your support, and most importantly, we're on the road to 50,000, so if you're new to the channel and you want more hockey content just like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will talk to you all in the next video.